Um, yes and no. Uh, as our model has changed, and as our research has shown that we are getting into high risk, high needs people and assessment driven decision making, prosecutors generally should not be the gatekeepers. Admission is controlled by law, by case law, and by statutory law. And then it is controlled by assessments. So the first thing you do is a criminogenic needs assessment, which really, it sounds to prosecutors and people like we're talking about dangerous people, but we're not. Criminogenic needs and the criminogenic risk assessment, which just should be renamed so everybody calms down, means I can't complete probation without additional help, like the structure of a treatment court. So if they are high risk, then to fail probation, then we would send them over to see if they have a clinical assessment that says that they have a moderate to severe disorder, which will prevent them from completing anything else in the criminal justice system. And if they're high risk, high needs, then they should automatically be entered into your program. However, there is a big caveat, and that is that sometimes there are things known to the prosecutor only. And that prosecutor may have information that somebody should not come in. And so there are times, and I think maybe in 15 years, I exercised the prosecutor's veto, and I didn't do it often, but there were things that I knew, like that somebody was a confidential informant, or that there was a series of warrants or wiretaps up, and that person was not suitable for the treatment court overall. So sometimes you buy time or you approach the bench and say, for a very important reason, the district attorney thinks this is an error. But that's really the only time. I know the family, it won't work. This guy's a jerk. I don't like him. He's not serious enough. He's too serious. That stuff we have pretty much resolved by way of research. Now, there is some local politics here. You got to pay attention to that, because the people who are supporting your treatment courts are generally elected or appointed by politicians, and we don't want a judge or a prosecutor who's a good one tossed. But generally speaking, these assessments now, if they're done correctly, are what we rely on. And I don't think prosecutors should get in the way of that unless they know something truly unique. And obviously, you can't spill that out, right? So there has to be some way for them to say, for a very important reason, this person would not fit well in a treatment court setting. And then everybody needs to go, oh, that really important reason, and move on.